Okay, hello, this is the third episode of Mine or Tech Haven. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of footage because it became corrupted. We got this stone farm, we have this iron golem farm. There's a villager breeder down here, which is pretty cool. And there's some other stuff. I'll just do a base tour right now. So, yeah. Got a lovely garden to the left here and a little thicket to the right. Have some pretty nice trees, a lot of sheep. The chicken farm up here actually works rather well. Yeah, I just really prettied the place up a little bit around here. Um, it's rather nice, but it is rather ugly. But this villager breeder down here is pretty cool. If we come over here. So, main villager breeders, like right here was a couple of villagers doing the breeding, but and the villagers kind of float down over here. You can see where some of them have showed up, a lot of them actually. Uh, but the reason for this tube here is because of the bees. I put some bees in the farm so that they would grow the plants faster. But I discovered some wonderful pathing with their AI, so you can literally vent them around the place. It's really nice. So the bees will come from over there, up through the chute, or down through here. They'll get pollen from here, and they'll spread it to the crops. And then, of course, I have a little minecart track going back over to the industrial area over there. Um, there's only one other thing. We have to go to the nether to see it, though. I should light this area up a little bit more, too, as well. Oh dear. I am... Now I can run. Woohoo. Now, I did say I was going to use lanterns and not torches for lighting up unless that was in a lost episode. I should really put the logs back on that tree. Um, but I think it's kind of funny floating there too. But yeah, no. I'll use torches everywhere but around here where I will be using lanterns because lanterns are objectively better. But yeah, let's go to sleep. Okay, we might actually have to go to the golem farm for iron. I also have a tunnel bore down in the basement, but it's broken right now because a creeper blew it up. Anyways, let's get some iron. Be some here. Oh, my card. This is what I was really looking for. So, yep. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, we're here. Just gonna leave that there. Maybe toss that out because I don't want it. Anyways, this is the witch farm. It does spawn witches if we go up there all the way. That could go up a little higher, but I've mob-proofed most of the surrounding area. You see, we do get some redstone here, which is rather nice. And all we're gonna do is probably AFK here a little while so we can get some not only redstone but also slime, because slime spawn rather a lot here now that there's only torches on the ground. Slime spawn all the time at night here. Yep, okay, so I do have a bunch of redstone here. And slimes do spawn on the edge of my perimeter. But I did forget that they won't spawn in lighted swamps, so I'll have to make our own slime farm. Luckily, I do have a large area underneath my base that can be used for that. As I mentioned, I did make a ton more. It did break. I'll have to fix it, but I did use it extensively, so I probably went over a slime chunk doing that. So what I have to do is light up that area there for a slime spawn and build the farm to that location. Side note, it takes about 3 minutes to go from here to the swamp. So yeah, that's a bit of a while. I'm going to put my redstone blocks back over here to all these chests, and then I'm gonna go up into mine. If only they're so full. Okay, never mind. This was originally to be a food chest. So, some torches here. Those we gotta do. Light it up. Over here. Let's see where this is blowing up a little bit. Yeah. But there is a high chance that this whole area around here intersects with a slime chunk, so all we have to do is really wait. In the meantime, we could rebuild this up a little bit. The other thing we could do is maybe work on the villager triggers as an option. Okay, let's go back upstairs. Okay, I think I'm going to work on the villagers a little bit. I want to get a lot of librarians, so that's a lodestone down there, by the way. if you've seen the this that's been enchanted in the chest, that's where that's linked to. Anyways, I could make a sugarcane farm, and I probably should. Quick. Yeah, let's make a sugarcane farm. Yeah, if we've actually automated everything we need to make distance, so servers are a bit for we do need to go in and get some boards. Uh, maybe not. Forgot the app. Lovely. Alright. Some cobblestone. Big redstone. Let's find out much down here. Right there. Oh, we don't have wood. That's right. We need that for distance. Right. Let's just make a stack of observers then. Alright. Tree farm up there. Should be this area. I should light this up. Maybe it's cool right there. I haven't lighted it up. I just really need a little bit. How this works is when the leaves start decaying, I start replenishing the area. So this area back here on the needs to be replenished. So get some carrots. Forgot it was like modded for a second and I tried to write flipping crops. Anyways. Some little loose redstone dust here. Logs and voila. Arbitrary those pistons and observers, but that's fine. It's too big. Don't need it. Let's see. Yeah, that didn't happen over by the witch farm. Oops. We're gonna build this sugarcane farm over here. Discord. Now, oh yeah, that's right. That works off of zombies. Alright. I think I'm gonna make this 16 by 16 here. Or sorry, I think my map is full. say 32 sugarcane. It's really simple if I do it that way. So, actually, run this regime. So every chunk is 16 by 16 long. Actually, I think I'm doing this wrong. I'm already making my head this wrong. So this is going to work. We'll have a sugarcane right here. And see, this is going to be sugarcane. Okay, so that. Hmm. Because I don't want to put a piece of redstone there. So if I do that, trigger, that might be too much growth. So how do we do this? We go get some. I don't want to use no blocks out here because they're like really really inefficient. So I was thinking we'll go get some glowstone. So yeah, full block right here. This is where actually. Yeah, that works. Okay, we'll do it like this then. So, well, the only thing is I want it to be in one chunk, so. Whoops. Go. That. That. Oh. Just have to pick this up. 3 by 16. The reason it's like this isn't because of creepers, it's because I was too lazy to go into my creative world. So we test out that TNT tuber I made. So I built one up here, tested it, then destroyed it. Then I built that actual survival. I eventually did end up making a creative world for a different thing, but until I care more about the spirit of the competition than sticking to the actual rules. What are the rules? Something I decide arbitrarily. Anyways, so uh, And then these will go into two different hoppers. I'll go into a double chest. Double chest. Let's see, that'll be the water, so two different hoppers. I'll go into a double chest right here. Because that has to be dirt. Go. Now, all I have to do is repeat this design on both sides. Alright, so I just finished this. Well, I haven't put the hoppers in. I did realize one design like that. If this grows up to here, the piston will only push the sugarcane line here. The top one will probably just drop down there. Now, I think, hold on, let me give some testing. If we did something like this, it's work. Because that sugarcane can go through the mud block, so all I need is a bunch of hoppers. Alright. I can work with that. Of course, I'm not going to use hoppers for every mud block. Instead, I'm going to just use one of these. I might actually turn the music off. Hold on. Okay, actually, I didn't. It just has a comment. Finally, churn dirt, like we say, a bottle of water, and you just place it on there. Yes. Put that in there. And then. Alright. Actually, I will keep more hopper. Like, actually, we could still access this chest, so I don't really care. Oh, actually, if I do that, that water should come out. No. Actually, I want this to be armored rail. There. Can you actually get cobblestone? Alright, actually. I think some sugarcane just came down. Same on this side. Then looks like I'll be wanting a little rail there. Let's actually get one more hopper. go. See, we're getting some sugarcane. Alright. Now, all we can really do is wait. Just a little touch up. It's not going to make it look any better, but we can try. I don't know, maybe I'll put a shell around this or something. I think you can't really do that on this side because if I found this cobble. No. Just have AFK here a little bit. I do, as a matter of fact, get a lot of this too, which is really nice. Golems fall down here regularly enough. They'll often try to spawn in this ravine, which is not great. So I tried to mob-proof this as much as possible to keep them from popping up here. You just heard one fall down here. No. Isn't that nice? It's got some. Never have to worry about red dye again. Now, I'll show you how this gun farm actually works. If we come up here, and then there's a little hole down here. You see we got some zombies as well as some villagers. There's 3 villagers for every corner. So there's one corner here, one corner over there, one corner over there, over there. They all have a zombie and 3 villagers. So it's the minecart track going to the villager farm. It's rather neat. Looks like we're getting some sugarcane. Let's make sure it's all being picked up. I don't see any sugarcane down there. At the very least. We are getting some. Let's check the hopper. It's back. No sugarcane, so. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. And let's take a look at the cobble farm too. So, usually these have a little bit of a different TNT tuber style for it, but like usually they don't use coral. But for 1.21.5, which is what I'm using, whatever TNT tuber is usually used for this doesn't work in this version, so I had to improvise. Which means that technically this is entirely my own design, except for that. The actual cobble generator itself is my own design, which I don't know, maybe. Stand too close, you get hit by a TNT, which doesn't hurt much, but it will destroy your armor, so there's that to keep in mind. Alright, so let's just trim that off. Now I'm gonna AFK in the golem farm, that way that the golems spawn down there as well. You get iron, also it's completely safe down here, no mobs can spawn down here at all. Alright, looks like we got a bit of sugarcane here. Not too much, but should be enough for me to make a couple of light turns. Here, go get my leather. Oh, I forgot you're in the waist back on. Oh, wait. I remember now. Oops. Actually, muted Java on my sound system and not through the, or sorry, game. So, yep. If we don't have enough leather, we can probably get some of the horses over there. There we go. My sugarcane over here is growing up too. Add up. I was thinking in the future we might not want all of this sugarcane fully grown, so we could probably stunt its growth by just putting some string over it. Same with the bamboo here. There could be like some bamboo with string over it as well, for some variety. Well, barely any XP as well, so this will be pretty nice. I go get some leather. Yeah. Hello, mister. I am going to spare you from the glue factory. Because you're going to the sheen factory for some fashionable leather products. This is how all of your designer bags are made, by the way. They go out to the ranch and they find the straggling horses and they kill them. My girl, you really want to be wearing such fashionable leather bags now? Knowing that this is how they're made? Hmm? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Not even looting. That barely gave us anything, but that's fine because we only need the one book per lectern anyway. Oh, hey, another victim. Yippee! Horses have high health for like no reason. Dude, it's weird. I don't see any cows either. Ugh. I wasn't up to anything, I swear. Just don't look outside and don't look over here. Alright. Now... Oh, right, it's, does actually use bookshelves, doesn't it? So check the recipe then. Balloon with nothing else. Okay. Minecraft. Okay. And then we need a minecart. Need the bed. I need to get rid of the crap in my inventory. Except for we're gonna want some blocks. We'll use tough, but we'll use good tough, not this stuff. Go. Now, yeah, I'll probably just send the villagers over. Oh yeah, I forgot I just blocked these off. And the babies can escape. Great. Get out of here. Let's put that back. Maybe I should kill some. No, it's pointless. Anyways, I get some villagers over there and I'll meet you guys. Yo, I found some leather in here. Nice. There's that guy. In this pit, I have 7 honest men. Isn't that nice? Or 7 roofs. Cause yeah, okay. Where did I put my weapons? Shoot. Be back in a second. Okay, so I've got them all over here. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put them in here. So, I mean, we have this amount. Like this. And then now probably up here. And surround yourself so you have this layer. Oh, I'm still recording. Um, that's fine. Probably just keep this bed here. Actually, let's try to find the middle. Right here. Yep. So I'll leave the bed there. And make some rails. Probably just a stack of them. We don't need powered rails either. At least I don't believe we need it. I think I can guess that I'm pushing on there. So I'll do it like this. Okay. Here comes the hardboard. Do that. So that's 2 down. So go. Guys, I can't build here. Get out of the way. Right? That's what you do is come back here. Break it. I think there needs to be some other requirement for him to pick up the library position. The guys I could to in here. And most of them, this guy actually fell out and chose this select turn, so I had to push him into there, but the rest of these guys. And I'm gonna keep this set up over here just because we do have a couple empty slots, so yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go get some paper now. Yeah, that's pretty steady. It's not super fast, but it is steady, so good on that. Let's do the first guy. Bane of ours for thoughts, not interesting. Punch 2, not interesting. Interesting. Smite, it's interesting. Punch 1. Oh, this was the guy punch 8. Okay, so these guys are terribly. Okay, that could work. This where's my books? Right, I don't think we go new one actually. Watch those left turns. That's way too tedious. Go. Let's actually get better. Turn the mic off and we'll see why in a second. Bishop to that actually looked fine. actually, what I could do is, hold on. Oh, wandering trader. Maybe he'll take random crap. Random native instead. That's actually pretty good. Now would be good because I can get sugared spider eyes. I just forgot. No mushrooms. Should actually have some water bottles. Okay. Yeah, I have some water bottles. Okay. Let's see how many of these treats can take. What a deal! This is a pretty good deal. This would actually be perfect for Skyblock too, because you can get bottles from a witch. I think Mojang added it so that you could trade the votes to those guys for Skyblock specifically. In normal Minecraft, these guys are usually useless, but in Skyblock, these guys are a godsend. And I kind of want to do a Skyblock run if it hadn't been like counting the ground 500 times before, but yeah. Anyways, I don't have any wood on me. Shoot. Anything without me having wood. Enough doors. Actually, there's wood right here. I actually planted these trees a while back in the last episodes, so yeah. Nice. I also have plenty of iron for what am I doing? I have tons of iron I can use to make oil, and then we have to power it because by default, trapdoors are present. Anyways. Right, there we go. So, okay, you're gonna be stubborn. Yeah, see, that's there. Actually, I could just do that. Okay, that's perfect. And I know since these guys can actually. Okay, no, that's a way better idea. Well, cats are already spawning. Fill that up. Nice. Take the deal. Why aren't you taking the deal? Have I been unkind to you? Hmm? Try breaking these. Oh, this one came back. Smite 2. Useless. Yeah, this is good. first trade I found that I want to lock in Smite 5. There we go. You know, I remember something about this experiment version balancing the villagers, and I think what I did was, I don't think they'll seek out a job immediately. They'll wait for a certain phase and then seek out a job. At least that's what I think is happening here, because usually they seek out the job instantly if they're unemployed. Right now it seems more like faces of the moon, they keep going for punch one. Sometimes punch two. Smart one. Smart. Alright. I wonder if there's also a limit to the kind of books you can start off with. If I keep on seeing repeated patterns, I might need to look into it a bit more. So what it is right now, you can only get certain enchantments in this plains biome. So let's get the best enchantments we want, which are going to be like Smite Protection, I believe. This biome, and then we'll have to move these guys somewhere else. Probably move some over to the swamp, the there. That's something we can consider in a later episode, though. For now, I think that's all we're gonna do for this episode. Thanks for watching. Now, I'll see you guys in the next one, where we'll either work on the slime farm or work on these villagers. Do you like enchants, but farmers, know what I'm going for. Any Hoosiers, I'll see you guys all then. Like and subscribe, and bye.